Okay, guys, time for another battle report, and today we have Mr. Mason yet again with his spooky Dark Eldar versus my Eldar that has actually been painted by our buddy Phil. He is actually taking commission painting right now. Hold on, here's the stuff. It's not really done yet, but it's still looking pretty good. I like it. If you want to hear about his stuff, message me and I will give you contact details to get in contact with him. Anyway, so the mission show is going to be 1,600 points. Here is the objective. It's going to be take and hold. Here's going to be the deployment. This is my side. This is Mason's side. Orbital debris is actually going to be the twist. I actually have a ruse card because I'm special and unique.
Oh, you're special, all right.
Say that again. So, starting off, I'm actually using Phil's list from last game, but with some tweaks. Starting over here, I got 2 wave serpents with the twin missile launchers. I got a Wraith Lord with twin missile launchers too. I got a Spirit Seer. I got 6 Wraith Guard, 10 Dire Avengers.
And does it have an Exarch? Anything like that?
Yes.
With?
Just standard power sword field thing with Bob.
So it's got the power sword and the shimmer shields.
Yes.
Okay.
Then we got some Dark Reapers. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with an Exarch. Kaboom. Then we have Michael Ross, my HQ. He's spooky. I like him.
What weapon does the Exarch have?
He has a, I'm new to Eldar, so they gotta help me out here. It's the one that can actually shoot indirectly.
It used to be indirectly. You're probably thinking of the Tempest launcher.
Yes.
That's like 2d6 shots or something like that?
Yes. Okay. Anyway, then we got some Howling Banshees. Whoop! With Exarch with an Executioner. This bad big shred here. We got some Fire Dragons right here with melter guns or fusion guns, what the heck you want to call them. We got yes.
So anything special?
No.
Okay, so it's just regular.
Just the head. The head is special. Then we got some Striking Scorpions with 1 proxy, and I do have the Exarch right here with a come on, focus, you bastard. With the big chainsaw thing with Bob. I am blanking out. Biting Blade. Thank you, Mason. Then we have Rangers. 5 Rangers. Wait, hold on. 6 Rangers there. 10 Rangers there. And another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Rangers there. Unless I miscounted. I don't know, I'm silly tonight, like always. Mason, please tell me what you have.
Okay, I have that, what is it? Battalion detachment, the one with the 3 troops.
Yes,
Or
and
I think that's it.
I also have a battalion detachment also,
Which
so...
gives us an additional 3 command points, so we're each running at 6, right?
Correct.
Okay. Alright. Warrior Squad A, or as Red Squad because you can tell by the markings on their guns.
Fancy.
I think I painted these quite well, and these are all used models I've either repainted or in the process of. So Red Squad has the Sybarite, basically the sergeant guy, with power sword, splinter pistol. There is a splinter cannon right here, and there is a blaster right here. They are in a Raider with a Dark Lance. The same thing is true for Blue Squad, with the exception of the sergeant guy having the Agonizer and a blast pistol. Oh, and both of them also have the scary Phantasm grenade launcher, which is that minus to your leadership if you get hit. Alright, they're also in the Raider. The next troop squad are these witches. I have not repainted or remodeled these yet, but these are pretty much brand new off eBay. Alright, so I'm running them as WYSIWYG as I can. All right, we got the I think she's succubus or whatever their upgrade is.
Succubus.
She's got blast pistol and the where is she? Yeah, there she is. She's actually over here. Blast pistol and the agonizer. We have 3 witches with the witch weapons. Chardonnette and Impaler over here that I was pointing to earlier. I got where is she at? Ah, here she is. There's one with the special Hydra Gauntlet, and there is this one with the. I almost knocked over my own model here. This one with the I'm going to play as a Razor Flail.
Okay.
Just to try them all out. They are also going to be in a Raider, but with Dark Lance because, well, it's used models and that's what you get. Alright, then we're going on to we'll do Elites first. We'll do, for Elites, there are 9 Mandrakes, and there are, over here, back, 5 Incubi. One of them is the Incubus, the special guy, and he has the Demi Knives. And to identify him, he's the guy with the extra horns here. Okay. Everybody else only has 2 horns, he's got 4. Hooray for the way the models come.
Woo!
And then, once again, this is a bad part of how the models come. Got 1 Archon. He's got the Agonizer, Blast Pistol, Phantasm Grenade Launcher on his back. Basically the same as this guy over here, just an Archon form. And then we have Drazar, because why the fuck not? And both the Incubi and my HQs will be riding in Twin Cannon Venoms. And then, of course, once again, going along with used models, so I do have to do some little minor bit of proxy. They're equipped the exact same. They each have chain flails, which is the reroll to wound, or is it reroll hit? I'll look it up here in a little bit. But on their tails, they both have the twin stinger pods, and it's basically a whole bunch of shots. That's about it. And those are the cheapest options. I come out to 1 point over, but we've already okayed that.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, before I forget, for my 2 wave surfings, I do have Spirit Stones on them. And it feels like I'm missing something else that I should maybe tell, but I forgot. I feel silly. But we'll be doing it.
Our objectives.
Yes, our objectives. First off, first objective is actually my objective in the Spooky Woods. Spooky. Here's with the center objective. Make it easy. The Golden Stick. Then the last objective is right. There's my fingers. There we go, right there. So we are going to try a new style of video, of a review for every phase. So we'll see how it turns out, I guess. End of the deployment phase. I got my Ranger set up right there, looking cool. Then we got some Dire Ranger set up right here, looking cool. Got my Wave Surfing with Howling Banshees right here. Got Manga Ram, we got some Dark
Reapers.
Thank you. Dark Reapers sitting on the objective. Then we got the Fire Dragon sitting there, Wave Surfing. Mr. Wraithlord, Mr. Spirit Seer, Mr. Wraithguard set up right there. Then we had these Rangers pop out of nowhere. These Rangers popped out of nowhere. And right there is a bunch of freaking Dark Eldar that I don't like.
So this is the one with the red shuriken cannons. This one is the one with the Incubi. This is the one that has both the Archon and Drazar. And of course, that's the squad of. That's one of the squad of warriors. Oops.
And back here
is the witches. And this is the other squad of warriors.
Well, it's gonna be an interesting game to say the least.
And your scorpions.
Oh yeah, my scorpions, they can come out anytime they want.
At the end of your movement. So.
Yep. Well, we'll see what happens at the end of the next phase. Wow, look, his movement is so beastly and deadly.
So, essentially, keep it simple, all this stuff moved up. Of course, keep them within range of the center to get me points, because why not? And then, of course, I did not move the guys back here because, well, I want points. And I can still be able to shoot pretty much what I want without being in too much risk of those douchebags.
It's not like a bad thing.
They kind of. I know how those things work. I use them. I've been tabled in turn 2 by them.
That's good to know. Well,
next up is the shooting.
Well, Mason shot all of his stuff, basically, at my Power Dark Reapers, and surprisingly only two got killed. Thank God for that 2-up cover save, well, 2-up armor cover save.
And I just rolled really poorly for hitting.
Thank God. And the Witches are, whatever the heck they want to call them over there,
Warriors shot with the Raider at these guys doing nothing.
The log of happiness has protected them. Well, we'll see what happens at the end of the assault phase. At the end of Mason's assault phase, only his, the Raider and the Venom charged, and I actually caused some wounds and Overwatch, knocked out for a couple. He skewered actually one Dark Reaper with the Raider, but I did actually punch, one of my Dark Reapers did punch the Raider right in the face, well, hull, face, whatever, and did cause one wound.
He heroically punched him in the face while he died.
Yes, like what you said. Anyway, it is now my turn. Let's see what happens.
Let's see.
It's the end of my movement phase, and as you can see, I actually got out of close combat here. I moved my Wraiths actually up. My Banshees actually ran out of the Wave Serpent. I did not advance them. My Dire Avengers actually moved up and advanced. And my Scorpions actually came out right there within 9 inches of the Raider. So we'll see what happens at the end of my shooting phase. So this is kind of my shooting slash psychic phase. My Speeders here actually smited the Venom, actually caused 1 wound on it. Yes, I'm so happy. But with the combined firepower of the Wave Serpent, Magara, and I can't say the Emperor because you don't know why, knocked out the Raider, and now we got all the Raider guys left, all the Warriors. I caused some damage from this Wave Serpent with its frickin' cannon and its missile launcher. Then my Scorpions did cause some damage actually. Knocked out 4 damage.
Yep, because this is what's left.
Yep. And with the combination firepower of snipers, I actually knocked out the Impercry squad until the sergeant was left. And I actually knocked out the Venom by overkill with Wraith cannons. Guess what, guys? It's my assault phase now. Fun stuff's gonna happen.
Fail every charge.
I will hate you.
Points here.
So, I had a lot of fun on assault, actually. My Banshees actually ran into close combat, killing 4 warriors, while only 3 of my Banshees got killed between Overwatch and close combat, which sucks. And Magara actually gets stepped right over to the last Impiquai and scythed them right in half. So we will see what happens after Mason does his movement. He's moving. He actually got his Witches out of the Raider.
Combat drugs and cocaine.
Yep. Missile Fancy Pants the second. Both came out of the Venom and actually advanced too. While
no, nothing advanced. They just moved up.
Oh, moved up. My bad.
Stayed still over here because I want that point. And disembarked and moved them. They are going to be looking for a little bit of blood.
Well, you know what? Thank God.
Tickle.
Oh, thank God I'm in cover. I get that 1 for 2 up save.
Only for that one guy.
Oh, they were all on here.
Oh, that's right there. I forgot about that.
So, we'll see what happens. Well, let me say this. Mason, you suck because he only killed 1 Dire Avenger from shooting.
1 Dark Reaper.
1 Dark Reaper. And they only killed 4 striking scorpions. That was really, really bad. I got a lot of ones.
I got a lot of 1s and 2s to hit.
We both suck. What can we say? Well, let's see what happens at the end of the shooting phase. I mean, the assault phase. God damn it. At the end of the assault phase, the only thing that really happened was my banshees got wiped out, but they did knock out some warriors, actually.
And a witch.
And a witch. Over there, I don't feel like getting up right now. Only one scorpion was killed, but I killed how many of your...
I have 7 left.
So 3.
Yep, 3 from that squad.
Yep, you have to make him the morale check too.
Oh, thank you for reminding me. See, you lost 3, so 8, so it'll be 5.
If I could charge you after.
Yep.
Okay. Then over here, my Draw Creepers got wiped out in close combat. Between the Archon and this guy, I can't remember his name.
Huzzar!
Sure. Well, Michael Rod did actually cause 2 damage on top of him. So
Which is good.
it is, but we will see what happens at the end of my next turn. Well, phase thing. Oh, focus. There we go. So, in my movement phase, the thing that really happened was my Dire Avengers did advance because Battle Focus is going to help me out. Wave Surfer actually unloaded the Fire Dragons in the middle of this chaos and moved on top of the objective. Then, the Wraith Guard advanced into the crater. Well, didn't advance, but like moved.
Yeah.
This guy right here is actually in this crater too. This wobbly model.
Yeah.
So, Wraith Lord moved up, Spear Exceeder moved up, and that's really it. So, for my shooting phase, I remember I can actually shoot my pistols in close combat. I actually killed somebody over here. Over here, the Rangers tried shooting the Raider. I actually got a mortal wound on him. Really good. Then, as you can see, a lot of stuff is missing because... excuse me. The anti-infantry missile from the Wraith Lord actually thinned out the... Well, it was actually... Between that Wave Serpent and the Wraith Lord, the anti-infantry missiles basically thinned out the witches and the warriors. It's pretty good, I think. You know? Then over here with the Talos and the One Raider and the Venom. Wraith Guard actually did pretty damn good and actually caused a lot of freaking wounds on the Talos. Then for the Raider, I'm trying to think what really did the most damage against the Raider. Mason, help me.
What did the most damage against the Raider? Dire Avengers.
Yes, Dire Avengers, thank you. Then, so my Fire Dragons actually did some really cool stuff. Like, for example, I actually shot, God, I need like caffeine or something. I'm like blanking out. What happened, Mason? Please take over.
Okay, your Fire Dragon split fire between the Venom that was here, the Raider that was here, as well as the Talos. The Talos took 4 damage. Venom took just enough damage to finally die. And the
Raider?
Yeah, the Raider got just finished up. Polished, if you will.
Rub on, rub off.
Wax on, wax off.
Exactly. Well, we'll see what happens at the end of the assault phase for me. Well, the assault phase was pretty fun for me. My Wraith Lord actually ran in combat against, I can't remember the guy's name. But, sure, why not? And he actually got fisted pretty damn hard by my Wraith Lord. He had 3 wounds left, and the Wraith Lord dealt 6 damage. Yeah. Anyway, the Fire Dragons actually ran in close combat, trying to tie up both squads. One Fire Dragon was killed in the process, but did knock out a witch in the process. Not that bad. Then, over here, one Scorpion was killed, but I did knock out 2 warriors. Between the King Sabers, the King Swords and the Man Blasters. So, well, how many points did I get?
You took that one.
So that's 3. Then I took,
And took that one, so that's 6.
So I'm at 9.
So, yeah, move that real quick. 9 to my 10.
Ooh, it's getting close. Now it's turn 3. Well, the only thing that really happened was those guys popped out of nowhere. And the Talos, well, does not like me for some odd reason.
Yeah, technically he's over here, but he's not going to stand up on that.
Maybe. Well, let's see what happens next. This is a really quick shooting phase. Blaster pistol from over there in close combat knocked out a Scorpion.
Bale blast into them.
Yeah, knocked out a bunch. Tails killed one, so out. So the host of the Titan Avengers. Now it's time for assault. So starting over there on the big faraway assault. Basically, yeah, almost. Basically, I only have my X-Arc left, and he did kill somebody. So it's getting pretty close over there. It's looking pretty bad for me. Over here, though, the Talos and the Mandrakes tag teamed my Wave Surfer, knocking out 5 wounds total.
And those were all the Mandrakes.
Yeah. But my Surfing Shields did knock out 1, so thank God for that. And over here, my Fire Dragons actually punched 2 warriors to death, and sadly there's only 1 wick remaining, which I am angry about. Well, let's see what happens at the turn.
Let's see, that gives me 1 point here, and then I have more guys there now. Right?
Yes.
Okay, so that's...
All those vehicles like outnumber stuff.
Yeah, so that's 4 points for me.
Okay.
That brings me from 10 to 14.
Well, let's see what happens with me. What happened with me is all my Wraith guys and Spears here moved up. No advancing. We actually remembered something that my Titan Avengers, they failed them around, they all died. Wave Surfer moved out of close combat because screw that. That Wave Surfer actually moved up so I can actually shoot the Raider, and actually he doesn't get his cover save. So yeah, we'll see what happens next. So we kind of blended the shooting phase and the assault phase together because I got too over eager. With the shooting phase, just to make it easy, between Rangers from over there and Mason, I'm just so furious right now.
The meteor raining down upon us destroyed a raider. So I will no longer be getting that command point, or not command point, regular point.
Objective point.
Yeah, we'll call it that objective point.
Over here, nothing happened. I don't want to talk about that. Go on. What else?
Okay. Well, for those of you at home, the Wraithord was over here, and he decided to stay. Well, he was shooting at the
Mandrakes,
and killed them by himself. This wonderful little psyker decided to smite for 5 wounds on the Talos.
But I forgot at the very last second not to mind over this.
And this dumbass that has the camera pulled all of his stuff off that objective, which granted he's going to win anyway because I'm going to get tabled. But he took everything off, put everything into the witch, and the witch has been dodging everything. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attacks so far in that one phase.
Nope, actually 3 from the Wraith Lord, 4 from Rangara, and 7 from the Fire Dragons.
Okay. She's been dodging quite a bit.
Yeah. Anyway.
She's gonna kill everybody by the end of the game, but she's got them all tied up.
Mason, it's your turn for movement. She finally died. Magara, the beautiful. Chopped her in half. Look at him. He's so sexy. I love him.
After how many turns?
Anyway, over here though, my Scorpions did tie up these warriors, and he finally did die. Mana Blast was a diddly. So,
Completely different from the game that I used him in.
Yeah. So, let's see what happens in the next phase. My God, that was delightful. I took over all objectives.
which puts you at 12 objective points and a table.
Yep, you had.
14.
So, here's a good question. We basically more or less tied because all this tabling is on automatic lose. So, what do you think about Phil's list? More or less.
There are some minor changes, like if I could, I would probably actually put a fire pike, because I'm pretty sure you had the points. You were, what, 20 points under?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, if you made one minor change, you definitely could have put a fire pike in there. As for the other stuff, I probably would have taken off the... Oh, I forget how many points it is to actually do this. Take off 1 or 2 of the shuriken catapults and put flamers on there. But probably the best thing in the list is actually the flexibility of all the missile launchers.
Oh yeah, something the missile launchers did a lot, and
because it's not the snipers. Actually, you can probably afford to lose a few snipers, so they really didn't do diddly.
Well, I mean, I think the snipers. The great thing with the snipers is they do have that mortal wound system, and.
But they did, between all of them, they might have done like 5 through the entire game.
But at the same time, like the battle that I did against Phil, I had a lot of guys shooting at them. So that way you had to deal with, they were a good way to go and actually soak fire from enemies. That's the best way to put it,
Yeah, but I don't even bother with them. If it's -2 to hit you, not just for your saves, but actually to hit you, and I have other options, why would I go for them?
See, what else?
When they barely do any damage.
See, the thing I was hoping for, actually, was I knew this was going to be a pipe dream because this was you and freaking Dark Eldar. But I was thinking, well, I think this is what Phil did, actually. Oh, no, he didn't, but Phil and I were talking about it, was you put Rangers on a objective, then if it's a ranged away kind of thing, there would be also the average BS is 4 up now.
Yeah.
3 or 4.
2 would make it 6 usually.
Yeah. Then after that, if you have a heavy weapon like a vehicle, well,
it's not really gonna shoot you. But once again, that's if you put it on an objective, and that really does matter huge on what type of deployment we get and the mission.
Yeah.
But generally speaking, if I'm going to be attacking these guys, it's going to be with something that automatically hits, like flamers.
Right.
Or it's going to be in the assault.
Right.
Where, yes, it's 5s. It's probably going to be 5s or 6s to hit you, but I'm going to prevent you from shooting. That's hence why I assaulted with a lot of stuff over there. I just wanted to prevent shooting.
Right. Which I think was a good idea.
But my biggest problem with this one is I just could not hit worth a damn in the first 2 rounds with my shooting.
Well, but like what they did actually was he actually did tie up my guys. I knew at the end of the day, with this deployment style, you were going to go and have guys right in the center of the objective. I wish I actually set up first, because if I did, I would have held this. Now, more than likely, I would have gone and,
That's both the beauty and the weakness of his list. The beauty of it is you have a lot of shit to shoot with. But the weakness is somebody else is generally going to be going first. Especially somebody like me who has a lot of transports.
Right.
I could bring a lot of other stuff, but I want to take that first turn.
Right.
Because I need that alpha strike.
See, I don't really like the whole setup thing. I wish it was kind of like a roll-off, Like old 3rd, 4th, 5th edition of whoever got the highest numbers. That would make it a little bit more fair. But I mean, I can see a smaller army, but at the same time, hey, if they go old Terminators or Primus Marines, expensive units, again,
it would have been better.
Right. But honestly,
but I think the 2 biggest things for you this game was Yuggenra and the dragons.
yes, the Dragons did good. That coupled with Splitfire,
Yep.
that saved my ass.
Everybody being on Splitfire now, yeah. Those were probably your 2 biggest assets. Because like I said, the Rangers barely did anything. The amount of missile launchers is fantastic. these guys have potential for a great deal of damage, but ultimately we're mainly out of range.
True, but at the same time, they did deal a lot of damage on that one Talos.
Which, for that many guns, you probably could have gone with fire dragons and it would have been cheaper and better.
True, but that's one about Wraith Girls. They have 3 wounds, toughness 5.
Yep.
That's toughness 5. Okay, with 3 wounds.
Yep, they're tough, but then, like I said, they're out of range, and when they did get in range of something, unless you're planning on keeping somebody in close combat with them, you're better off with more dragons because they're cheaper.
Right.
You could have, like I said, brought more stuff against Dark Eldar.
But
going for that build going against Dark Eldar, you, like I said, you probably could have swapped these out for something with more shots, like Dire Avengers.
right, but at the same time, I'm only trying to use models that I have available to me, and I mean, I bet I could have dropped a squad of Rangers and maybe switched some stuff around, maybe gotten a Fire Prism or
Fire Prism would have been good.
Well, I mean, the thing is, with your guys, they don't really have that much armor, and Fire Prism is mostly anti-armor.
It's got technically 2 shots that are anti-armor, but it also has that big blast.
But that's a D6 though.
Unless it has 10 or more models.
That becomes what?
I'm gonna double check here.
Well, while they do that, but I'll also have Scorpion. Those 400 points though, and that.
Oh yeah, it is D6. I'm thinking of the other one.
Scorpion?
Nope. I'm thinking of the Night Spinner.
That would have been fun also. Well, at the end of the day, that was a pretty good game. Mason, like always. Yep. And then the funny thing is, according to Facebook today, actually, this is our 5th year friendship anniversary.
Yeah, we've known each other for quite a bit longer than that.
Yeah, because of school. Yay, school. Anyway, any closing thoughts, Phil? I mean, fuck, Mason.
My name isn't Phil.
Well, I met you through Phil, so.
See, this was my 2nd game with Dark Eldar in this edition.
So my
first time with a lot of those units. First time with Talos, first time with Mandrakes, which is, if I'm going to play Dark Eldar again, I will probably bring Witches again. I will probably bring Mandrakes if I know what I'm facing. But generally speaking, they look more like a, hey, just shoot me and waste your shots kind of unit.
Right.
But the Warriors did a lot better than I thought they would. They held out a lot better. But probably the best things for me this game were just the Witches.
Yeah. Well,
Witches and Zara did quite a bit, but otherwise it was mainly teamwork to eliminate a lot of stuff that was in there.
Well, my closing thoughts are, this is a pretty fun army to play. Might get Phil to actually go and paint them up for me, but that's another thought for another day. But like I always say, guys, please comment, subscribe. It does help a lot. And with Mason, because we have a big, vast amount of guys to play, actually, armies, I do ask about what armies we want to see us face against each other, and then I usually will have that list up of what available armies we have. I do have battles against other people once in a while, and I want to do that more often. I will try to pump out 3 or 4 videos a week, but
Oh, and I've added a lot more to my Raven Guard, so I can do about this size game with Raven Guard now. So between Eldar, Dark Eldar, Necrons, Raven Guard.
Let's see some Raven Guard versus the Eldar next week.
Yeah, see what the internet decides.
True. Well, till then, guys, you guys have I don't know what to say. Fuck it.